So one of the things I like about MPX is that we do a lot of project-based learning, and I like this because before in school I used to cram a lot for tests and I used to procrastinate a lot, and because of it I never quite absorbed the material. I'd pretty much remember it for one day and then forget it the next, but because of the project-based learning I actually really work on the same thing for a longer period of time, and I absorb the material a lot better.
I like the MPX program because I'm very active in the MPX program and I like to take charge of my learning. I also learn group collaboration and teamwork because sometimes we would be working in a group and we would have to discuss certain parts of the group where people are responsible for certain things and where we have to get things done by a certain time, and it's not the teacher who's in charge of the group, it's the own team members, so we all have to be able to get the work done within our group by ourselves, and I feel that it's a very independent learning.
So I really enjoy MPX because there's a lot of hands-on learning, and hands-on learning helps me to retain the skills that we learn from the many projects that we do. So in the projects that we do, it's not really about the end product, but about the real-world skills because they're key and later on in life, and then that's why I really enjoy MPX because it gives purpose.
Go ahead.
One key thing that I really enjoyed about MPX is the fact that instead of memorizing stuff from a book and reading examples about it, we actually get to live those examples and do the hands-on projects so we'd be able to understand it instead of just knowing the facts. Since I got into 11th grade, I could make a structured schedule of what I'm gonna do, and I'm usually able to space out projects so that I don't do it all last minute right before the deadline. And this is because of the fact that MPX has been making me do this through 9th to 10th grade.
In MPX, the main thing that you need to realize is that you're not relying on your teacher anymore, you're relying on yourself. So what you need to take into consideration is when you have a project that you have due, you need to space it out instead of waiting till last minute. If you do that and you figure it out early, it'll help you excel through MPX. When spacing out a project, you need to realize that the due dates are on you to put it together, not relying on your teacher or your parents to do it. You need to do it on your own. That's what makes MPX special instead of any other program.
Cool. And what's your favorite thing about being an MPX?
My favorite thing about being an MPX is that I am allowed to be in charge of my own work, and I don't have to do work that I think is pointless. I can do work that's what makes MPX special.
What's some of the meaningful work that you've done?
This year, for my personal interest project, me and my buddy Marshall, we created a pool design that we made in a 3D model software that could actually be potentially used to create a new pool that is needed at this school. And that was our difference that we thought we made, so it helped.
Awesome.
The biggest benefit of MPX to me is being able to decide how we want to learn. So for example, we have this PIT project, which stands for Personal Interest Project, and for mine, I chose solar panels. It involves English, history, math, and science, because in English, we did a website where we created summaries and a how-to on how to create our own solar cell. And for the history, we needed to learn how solar panels and solar cells evolved over time. And for math, we needed to calculate how big we wanted it and how much we needed to resize our solar cell. And then for science, we basically needed to learn how the process worked and how to set it up and